I'm making a new rabbit nesting box for my dogs to kindle in. There is so many options and so many different sizes. It depends on the size of the rabbits you have, young, small, or medium or large. My rabbits are the medium size, that they grow up to 13, 14 pounds. So the good size for that, for me, that I found is about 17 or 18 inches long, 10 inches wide, or 9.5, and 8 inches high. I'm not going to show you how I make it. I'm showing you what I'm making it of. I'm making it out of the smart panels. These are scrap wood I have left over from other projects. So that's what I like to use. I have the smart panel, the outside panel, to be inside, so it will be cleaner to clean. Other nesting boxes are made of metal, and when we get to freezing temperature and the kids touches the metal, they freeze. And obviously, if it's not moved away or something, they will die. The other option is made of the metal mesh, which is higher gauge, and it's like the same that you use for rabbit cages. Not my rabbit cages, mine are built with wood and hardware cloth, but that's another option. You choose the option that works best for you. I found that I haven't used any of the other. I always use this, and I found it working perfect for me. So I'm gonna continue working. It doesn't have much skills to make one. You just need to know the measurement and the shape of it. So after I finish it, I'm gonna show you how it looks, and then I'll show you how to fill it and prepare it for the rabbits. So you need 4 pieces, 9.5 inch wide. One is 17 or 18 inches long for the bottom, 9.5 by 8 for the back, and it goes the good panel for the smart panels inside. 9.5 by 3.5, a lip in the front, and then you need 9.5 by 6 or 7 or 5, whatever, on the top for the mom to rest on. But this one, you don't put the smart panel inside, it's not gonna get dirty. This is like the ceiling inside, but you put the smart panel on the top, so when the mom rests, you can clean that also. And you will need 2 pieces, 17 or 18, to match the length of the panel, the bottom, and they will be like so, and that's 17 by 8, so 8 is the height. I would put this in the outside or on the inside, like so, on the top of the flooring, depend on the width of the door. If you have a wide door and you have enough room to put these outside and give more room for, you know, the kids and the mom, you can do so. So if your door is only 10 inches wide, like I have, or 10.5, I will probably put them on top of the flooring, so I will not add width. And and make it harder to put the nesting box in or out. This is perfect size for my rabbit, and it's gonna work. Now you need bone to connect all these together, because this is thin wood, only I believe 3/8 thick or ½ inch thick. So in order to do that, I use 1/5, the smallest possible, so I don't take much room inside, like so. So I'm gonna put things together and show it to you by the end. So I wanted to show it to you before I put the top, so you can see more. I put as much less possible as wood inside for the structure to be strong, so we don't take a lot of space of the nesting box for the mom to use, and the top will go like so. As I said, the smooth smart panel will be on the top. So that's basically all we need. It's very strong, very sturdy. It's not gonna be tossed around or anything, but basically these pieces hold this piece here and this piece here, and the same on the other side and on the top. Also here I screwed this lip in the front, which is 3.5 inches, one screw here into the bone of the structure, and one small screw here into this. It's worked fine if you aim it right, the same way, and the same way on the back. It's screwed into these pieces, so it's held strong. It's very strong. You cannot even wiggle it or anything, and this will give it even more strength. So this will give it even more strength here. So I will put this in and we'll be done. Make sure all the length of your screws doesn't stick out, so it doesn't harm any of the kids or the mom. this is 3/8 of an inch thick. So when you put 1-inch screw from outside, it will not come out from the inside. And when you screw on the long side from the bottom, I put 1.25 inches because that will hold it more and it's not gonna come out. And to prepare your nesting box before you give it to the mom, what I do, I add pine shaving, about 1-inch layer on the bottom. And that will help to absorb any urine. The kids will pee in here, so that will help to absorb it. And then I fill it all the way with hay. The mom will need a lot of hay to organize her nest and do what she please. You don't interrupt that. When you add your nesting box on day 28 or day 29, the mom will kindle 31, 32. You keep coming every day and checking. And I usually don't add the nesting box until I give the mom hay more than usual. When I see her put him in her mouth and in the side way like that, I know she's about to kindle, then I add the nesting box. And every day I come and I check. She will rearrange that. Sometimes she will empty it completely and I will add the same again. Until the day she kindles, she will organize her own nesting box according to her liking. I don't interrupt that. I don't intervene in how she does it. The only thing I do, if she kindles outside the box, I will take the kids and put them in here and make sure she see that the kids are in here, so she would take care of them. Other than that, I don't do anything. Here is how it looks by the end. I have one mom already kindled last night. She has only 4. That's her second time. So hopefully she will give more in the future, but I'm happy with 4. And she's taking care of them. I'm gonna take you in there and show it to you. Why I'm working outside here, not in the shop, because she just kindled, and the sound of the skill saw and the sound of the drill, it will be very much stressful for the mom and for the kids. So I don't want to do that, so I'm working outside. So here is a mom, Ruby. She's barely over 1 year old. That's her second kid. Leather. Hopefully you can see them. She actually kindled outside the nesting box. She had them surrounded by hair, but they were in the wire. So I put them inside the nesting box, and I kept coming back to see if she actually recognized that they are there, and she does, because the arrangement has changed. So I will keep watching to make sure she's taking care of them. Just because I changed where they were, so that sometimes can confuse the mom where her kids are. The other tip that I want to give you is this mom, Sissy. She's about to kindle in a day or two, and I entered the breeding day in my computer incorrectly. I mistyped it. So I was expecting her to kindle January 9th. But yesterday I saw her putting hay in her mouth. So my tip is to keep watching your does when they are pregnant and to see that. If I didn't see that, I would have not added a nesting box for her, and she would kindle on the wire, and she would not even have enough hay to make a nesting for the kids. So keep watching your does when they are pregnant, because that will be the sign, instead of just counting on your entries in your spreadsheet or on anything that a paper or whatever, and you enter your breeding date, and you're counting 28 days or 29 days to add the nesting box, and you did your entry incorrect, and then you'd be surprised. So keep watching your does from the last week more frequently, so you find out if you have a mistake like that or not. I'm glad I was watching, because if she kindles tonight or tomorrow, I would not have put a nesting box for her. With that, hopefully that's helpful, and I'm sharing my information, what I'm doing here on the homestead. This is our first litter this season. We cannot breed in the summer because of the extreme heat, and that's another tip I want to give you. I was so anxious, so I start to breed by the end of October, beginning of November. And the heat has been, it was in the 80s, in the 70s, but there was not enough time for the buck to regain his ability because they are still in the heat. So I bred all three, and all three did not kindle for the first time. So now I start to breed again early December, and now I'm getting the litters now. So if I just have waited enough time to make sure the buck is ready, I would have a litter maybe in end of November, or actually in the mid of December. That will be giving me an opportunity to have an extra litter for each doe by the end of the season. But now I have January 1st, first litter, and so beginning of January, so we have to wait. So hopefully I can get 3 litters from each doe throughout this season before the heat come back. And so that's another tip, to just wait on your buck to make sure, so you don't lose a whole month thinking your does are pregnant and they are not. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and God bless you. See you next time.